I've got a pumpkin here that looks pretty normal at first glance, but watch what happens when I turn off the lights and shine my laser pointer at it. Hi, my name is Zach and you're watching Byte Sized. If you're watching this video, you probably have a lot of creative ideas that are trapped inside your head. Today I want to help you release your inner maker by showing you how to decorate for Halloween this year using lasers, black lights, and glow-in-the-dark paint. You might be thinking to yourself that you've seen this technique used before, and that might be the case. There's a small YouTube channel run by a guy named Mark Rober that you might have run across before. He used this technique in a video several years ago. There's a couple of key differences between the way that Mark did it and the way I'm doing it. Mark ordered some glow-in-the-dark panels that you stick to the wall, and he ordered it from a site called Alibaba where you have to kind of work with the supplier and order in bulk, and I kind of wanted to avoid that, so I'm just going to be using glow-in-the-dark paint for this project. I'm going to start by covering my workbench with paper so that I don't get the glow-in-the-dark paint everywhere. I went ahead and got several different sizes of pumpkins. That is a large one, and then here's kind of a medium-sized one, and then a couple of small ones just to kind of get a variety of different sizes just to see how the effect looks on different sized pumpkins. The paint that I'm using is just Rust-Oleum glow-in-the-dark paint. I got this at my local hardware store. I read some reviews of people who bought this on Amazon. There might be a chance if you buy it from there that it's been sitting on the shelf for a long time and kind of congealed at the bottom, so there was kind of solid pieces that they needed to kind of mix in, and it just wasn't good. I haven't opened these up yet, so I'm not sure. Like I said, I bought this one at my hardware store, so hopefully that's not an issue. So I'm gonna shake it really well first and then open it up to see what we got. Depending on how well this works, this could be a really fun project to do with your family or your kids. It's just a project that I really haven't seen anybody else do other than Mark Rober. You can see that the paint looks kind of like a milky white. I'm just going to be using really cheap foam brushes to apply this paint on these pumpkins. I think I'm going to start with one of the smaller ones just so that I make sure that the process works, and that way I don't waste any paint on one of these larger pumpkins. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. All right, which of you wants to be the guinea pig? You? All right, you're the lucky winner. I'm just gonna dip my brush in here and apply a light coat. I'm probably gonna have to use multiple coats. This is sort of working. I think the brush is absorbing a lot of it. You can kind of see this paint is pretty thin as I put it on there. A lot of it gets absorbed into the brush itself. I'm wondering if I should have like scuffed up the front of the pumpkin with like a Scotch-Brite pad or something. But hopefully this kind of dries out. I have a heat gun that I might get out if I need to. We'll see. This is all an experiment. I'm not sure if this is actually going to work. I think I am going to get my heat gun out. Kind of give this layer a little help drying. I think this is something definitely going to take multiple coats. I really hope this works. This could be a total failure. So hopefully I have something to show you at the end of this video. If not, it'll be how not to paint something with glow-in-the-dark paint. All right, what do you think? Does that look good? I'm not exactly happy with how the brush-on version of this paint is going. It just kind of splotches and drips down the seams of the pumpkin. So I think I'm gonna try the spray paint version of the glow-in-dark paint. This is still Rust-Oleum brand, but hopefully the spray paint version will give me a more even coat on the pumpkin. Here you can see the big difference between the pumpkin that I brushed on the paint and this pumpkin that I spray painted. The spray paint went on so much better. It actually almost is clear. You can't even tell that there's a spray paint coat on here. So if you're gonna do this project, I would recommend skipping the brush on paint and just going with the spray paint. In addition to painting these pumpkins with glow-in-the-dark paint, I went ahead and I purchased a canvas drop cloth from my hardware store, and I'm gonna paint that as well with the glow-in-the-dark paint as sort of a canvas to draw pictures on. While I paint that canvas, let me tell you about the sponsor of this video, and that is Altium. Altium makes a PCB design software called Altium Designer. If you've ever done any sort of electrical design, you're gonna wanna check out Altium Designer. In my career as an electrical engineer, I've used a lot of different software, and let's be honest, most of it is crap. That is not the case with Altium Designer. It is beautifully designed, it's modern, and they're continually updating it to have the latest features. What's cool about Altium Designer is that it's an all-in-one platform. Some of the other software that I've used, you have to use different programs to do your schematic capture, and then your board layout, and then your component selection and your netlist, and it's a huge mess. That's not the case with Altium Designer. It's all built into one package. Another cool thing about Altium is that it has cloud features. It's got something called Altium 365, which is a cloud workspace that allows you to collaborate with other people and do version control. If you want to get a better idea of what you can make with Altium Designer, go follow them on Instagram, and there's lots of different examples of what people have made using their software. If you're ready to take your PCB design to the next level, go check out Altium Designer, and you can do that by clicking on the link in the description, and when you sign up for a subscription, you'll get a 30% discount. Altium is an awesome company. They believe in what I do here on this channel, and they make these videos possible, so go check them out. I really appreciate you supporting the sponsors, and I appreciate Altium for sponsoring this video. Instead of watching me struggle trying to draw something spooky, I've invited my next door neighbor Maggie over to help me out with this project. She is a trained artist and has graciously agreed to help me out with this project. She has gone ahead and made some spooky stencils that she's going to use on the pumpkins, as well as the canvas drop cloth. If you'd like to see some of her artwork, you can follow her on Instagram at Margaret Willis Arts. I'll leave a link in the description for you to find. These project videos will give you the knowledge, the inspiration, and the confidence to make your creative ideas a reality. You are more capable than you think, and I want to help you release your inner maker. You should subscribe to Byte Sized and ring the notification bell, that way you can keep up to date with the projects that I'm working on. If you're new to Byte Sized and you enjoy content like this, I've created this playlist of videos that I think you will enjoy. If you feel that I've earned it, you can also become a Byte Sized supporting member either through Patreon or YouTube memberships. When you become a Byte Sized supporting member, you'll get access to things like behind the scenes content, early video releases, monthly video hangouts, access to the Discord server, as well as free plans. So that's something you should definitely check out. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you next time.